Hello and welcome to today's Mystic Musings. I am your host, Cindy Van Arnhem. Thank you for joining me live or on the replay. For those of you who know me, you know I am passionate about working with healers, coaches, and spiritual teachers to help you experience financial success and a life full of adventure without the hustle and the grind. It's all about keeping it simple. And every morning, Joy and Jonah go live to share the energy of the day, tap into the universal law, and help us to understand how we might experience the day ahead. But for me, it's always been about the reflection of looking back at the day and asking myself, how did I experience that energy? Excuse me. So today we had the 7 of diamonds and the ruling number 7, all that 7 energy coming in to call us higher, to call us to higher value, to call us to higher worth. And the invitation from Joy this morning, from Joy and Jonah, was that we don't need anything to justify our worth. We don't need to do anything to justify our worth. And I remember hearing this for the first time and going, wait, what now? Because old version of Cindy used to define her worth by what she did. If I worked hard enough, if I loved hard enough, if I made a good enough meal, if I cleaned the house well enough, then that defined my own value and my own worth. If I was able to understand where everything was in my house, it defined my value. If I could look outside of myself and go, wow, look at all the things I have, I must be worth it. That was the old version. New version of Cindy understands that all I need to be in order to be worthy is me. Full expression of me. So many of us, we go through life and we put on these masks. We put on the I'm the mother, or we put on the I'm the daughter hat, or we put on the I'm the wife or the husband hat, or we put on these different hats. We put on the coach hat. We put on the spiritual teacher hat. We put on the I'm going to go to the pub and party hat. There's all these different hats that we wear in our life. And the invitation of the 7 of diamonds and ruling 7 today was to allow yourself to wear all the hats, to just be you, to be a human being. There's this expression that I use all the time. You are a human being, not a human doing. We are not defined by the things we do in this world. We are not defined by how much output we can produce, by how many courses we can create, by how much stuff we can build, how much stuff we can accumulate, how much money is left in our bank account on the day of our passing. Our legacy is in how people remember us. Did they feel amazing when they were around you? Or did they always think, man, that person was so focused on work all the time that I never really got to know who they were? Or maybe they were so focused on their health and well-being that I never understood who they were outside of the gym. All of these expressions of ourselves, the going to the gym, the work, the creation, all of that is expression of us. But why are you doing it? That's really the question. So today's energy was an invitation to come within and ask yourself the question, where and how do I define my worth, my value? What makes me important in the world? And the only answer to that is what you know deep inside you. No one can ever tell you that you are worth a certain dollar amount. No one can ever tell you that you're worth the shack on the street versus someone else is worth the mansion up the road. That's not truth. Your value is what you fucking decide it is. Period. We've all got this inner critic that goes around saying, oh man, I shouldn't have said that. Oh crap. No, that's stupid. Oh, that part of your body doesn't look good enough. And that's not enough. And I didn't work hard enough and I didn't get enough done. And I still have 52 million things on the to-do list and crap. And by the end of the day, you feel like shit. Or you go through the day and you're like, man, that's pretty cool. I really love what I do. I am amazing. I am beautiful. am fantastic. I'm creating impact. I'm doing the things that I want to do. I'm expressing myself into the world. I'm sharing who I am with the world. I'm going to the grocery store and smiling at the cashier and creating impact that reflects out and ripples out to her children when she goes home. And she smiles at her kids instead of yelling at them when she's making dinner. And then her kids get on social media or on their phones and they're texting their friends and they're like, man, my mom's so cool. She came home from work and she was just so happy. And then she made me my favorite meal. It's this ripple effect of impact, but it starts with you. It starts with calling yourself higher, higher thoughts, higher feeling state, higher awareness, higher emotional state, higher calling yourself higher in every moment. Of checking in with yourself when you hear that inner critic, you hear that voice going, man, I really should. Whoa, Nelly. But what if I was amazing right here, right now? How can I call myself higher right here, right now? How can I connect deeper with Source right here, right now, that will allow me to shift my thinking and my feeling, therefore creating an impact? Calling yourself higher. I mean, this is the work that we do. Joy and I always call our people higher by questioning beliefs, by asking, is that really true? And by inviting you to choose differently. It is in the choice of thought that your superpower lies. So if you don't like the thoughts you're thinking, choose different thoughts. It is that simple. If you hear yourself saying over and over and over again, I can't afford it, check in with your thoughts. Because what if you could? We live in a world of limitless possibility. I remember when I first started working with Joy Kingsborough, I was what I called broke. I was living from PayPal to PayPal, borrowing from the bank of mom, not sure how I was going to pay my rent. And Joy invited me into a $10,000 investment. And my whole body went, I can't afford that. And yet something still. And because Joy and I call our clients higher, she didn't say anything, but I could feel the energy of her calling me higher. And it was in that moment that I said, yes, I had no idea how I was going to make the payments. And yet I did. Month after month after month after month. Those payments were always available. Call yourself higher. So today I experienced some drama showing up in my life this morning, and I checked in and I asked myself, how can I experience a higher version of what is being perceived right now? And I immediately saw the pathway through. And then I played and I worked and I did some things and I was in the flow. And I understood that there were things that weren't going to get done today. And my value, my worth was not defined by that. And all day, the thoughts through my head, you are a human being. You are beautiful. You are wealthy. You are wonderful. You can have anything you desire. So if you're not feeling that, if you're lost in that, if you're feeling down in the dumps today, it's okay. Borrow my belief in you. Use my affirmations. Shift your thinking pattern for a moment. Shift your thinking pattern for 3 minutes. Put Post-it notes all over your house as reminders. Call yourself higher because you, being a human being, deserve to have it all. You are worthy right here, right now. You are not broken. There is nothing wrong with you. There is nothing blocking you. There is nothing stopping you except your definition of your worth and value. So open yourself up. Call yourself higher. What if? What if you were worth it? You define your wealth. You define your value. You define your worth. Nobody else. I hope you have an incredible, beautiful day. I love you. I believe in you. And I see your power. Bye for now.